almost get into a fight over an empty fucking Bud Light beer can and where it was placed within this concrete structure. I'm not fucking doing it anymore. Right? I had already almost gotten into a fight with my wife, and I diffused that because we had pregame at my house, and evidently my wife didn't feel like she was invited. I don't know why. We were in the house. She's always been invited. But you know what happened? I came off the road, and I was under the gun where I didn't have a lot of time between getting back to the house, giving her a hug and a kiss, checking in with my kid, and then making sure I had beer for people coming over to go to the game because the game starts at 5, and I didn't get back from Phoenix until, 1 o'clock. Didn't get home till like 2, right? So, they're coming home. They're coming back. I'm sorry, I got home at like 1 o'clock, and my friends were coming over at 2. So I barely hugged and kissed my wife, and then asked her to go out and get some beer for the guys. Which is something I never do. I usually handle everything. She's always got the honey-do list for me, but I never have anything for her. So can you go out and get some beers? And she's looking at me like I just asked her if she could fucking walk on water or something. So a half hour goes by, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, are you going to go out and get the beer? And she goes, are you serious? I didn't know you were being serious. And I was like, yeah, I'm being serious. Like, why would I say that as a joke? And she goes, well, because, I'm just sort of sitting here, hanging out, and it's one of those, it's just one of those things in a relationship where like one person is going to ask somebody else to do something that they never do themselves, or vice versa, or something like that. So I don't know. She couldn't get her fucking head around it. So then she goes and she gets the beer. She pulls up, and of course, when she pulls up, she's like, can you come out here and help me bring the beer in? Because that's what the fuck, they can never just fucking do something for you. They still got to drag you in, right? And I missed that text, so my friends went out and helped her out. And then she was fucking pissed at me, or whatever. So we're driving to the game, and she's like texting me about what a jerk I am. So I fucking diffuse that. I go to the fucking game. I diffuse the fat fuck behind us. That's all I did the whole fucking day, diffusing shit. As I watched the Red Sox then go down, 4-0. And after that crazy fucking game in Game 3, where we used our starting, Game 4 pitcher. I mean, how great a game did, Bueller pitch? I feel like people forgot about that. With the Dodgers winning, it was all about that guy hitting the home run. And I apologize. I got a kid now. I don't know anybody's fucking names anymore. I watch the games while I fucking switch back and forth between the game and Puppy Dog Pals. Every time I switch from Puppy Dog Pals back to the game, my daughter just points at the TV and goes, uh-oh, dog. And I got to... I'm like, just a second. Mimi Mao. Sounds like she's speaking like Chinese or something. She's saying Minnie Mouse. Mimi Mao. Anyways, so I don't even know who hit the fucking home run. The whole thing was such a blur. I've been so goddamn busy. Somebody hit a fucking home run for the Red Sox to make it 3-0. 4-3. Then we scored another run. Then we fucking loaded them up. And then that whole analytics shit, they're taking guys out that are doing a good job, which I don't fucking understand. Analytics, when in those situations, sometimes I swear to God, it's like baseball's version of the fucking prevent defense, where like I am sure on paper this fucking makes sense, but stop watching the fucking pitch count. What is this guy doing to the opposite team right now? Oh, he's fucking killing him, buddy. He's up to 27 pitches, and the juxtaposition for his ball and socket joint fucking shoulder to his jugular. We need to take him out during the 28th and a half fucking pitch, right? They're doing that shit. So anyways, we ended up coming back. I think we were winning the game like 9-4. And then Kimbrel comes in. You know how he closes the game. He lets up a home run and a fucking double, I know he's coming off injury. God bless the guy. Whatever. But he scared the fucking shit out of me. And we won the game. And then it was great. I got to walk out of the stadium. I didn't have any problem. I shook the guy's hand behind me. And, I saw a bunch of people wearing Red Sox shit there. I guess I'm just too old to do it. And my favorite fucking part about going to an opposing team's stadium, rooting for the other team, is when I'm not wearing my own gear and I go into the bathroom and I don't have to worry that 5 guys are going to push me in the back when I go to take a fucking piss. You know what I mean? Because their team's losing. And the fucking bathroom with all of that porcelain, all of that tile, and none of the fucking security, and there's urine on the floor. It's just the fucking worst. And that's where it goes down. And to just be able to walk in there and just not have a fucking problem. I wasn't being a dick. When the Red Sox were scoring runs, I was definitely cheering, but I did it in a respectful way. I didn't do that shit. I always see that when I'm watching games. You know, any game I watch, and I'll see the opposing team score. When they cut to the crowd, you'll always see one douchebag not only standing up wearing fucking everything he could possibly be wearing for the other team, he's turning around facing the crowd. You know, like he's fucking, you know, Steven Seagal in Marked for Death, and he's going to beat up a whole fucking section. It's always some fucking fat, bloated, drunk jackass. And every time I see it, I always just think, like, somebody should beat the fuck out of that guy. Somebody shouldn't. But, you know, you never watch the Discovery Channel? You don't know how nature works? Like, well, you have just no fucking, I don't know what. No respect for, like, your own well-being. Like, why the fuck would you do that? So, anyways, that's just not how I did it. So then I got home, and it was late at night, and we were just sitting there like, can you fucking believe this shit? It was like we were down 4-0, and I wasn't even nervous because I was thinking, even if the Dodgers tied this series up, we're still going to win it. Like, that's how much the psychology. And I'm talking about the fucking Boston Red Sox. I never thought I would have this feeling about them, but I just knew these guys were going to come back. I didn't think it was going to happen in that game. And we won that game, and I just couldn't fucking believe it. And I didn't talk 1 ounce of fucking shit. None of that stuff. I just, you know, I wanted my team to win. They won. That was good enough for me. I don't need to fucking start walking around being a cunt about it. But, like, that's really, it just really is just sort of part of the sports culture. And what's funny is how people don't see that their own fans of their team do it too. Like, I know when the Red Sox were playing New York, for whatever stupid fucking reason, in the locker room after we won it, there was all these Yankee fans going, oh, real classy. I can tell you this, when the Yankees win, last thing we'll be doing is thinking about the Red Sox. It's like, yeah, you will be. Yes, you will be. Because you took the time to go on Twitter to fucking comment on that. You took the time to find out about it. You were obviously in the Red Sox threads to see it. You know? And then they all real classy Boston, like, and just like, are you really forgetting that your fan base threw a beer in the face of our reliever as he came out of the bullpen? You going to forget you chanted 1918 at fucking old ladies if they had a Red Sox hat on for the better part of a fucking century? I mean, come on, grow the fuck up. It's not something that I would do. I think it's dumb to do that because it just, you know, gives the other team more incentive or whatever. But personally speaking, all I give a shit about is my team. And, like, now the big thing is I'd love to see the Red Sox win it again. So then we would be in double digits in championships in 2 different professional sports, basketball and baseball. And I think we would be the first city that ever did that.